Hey everyone, you reach Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick, unfortunate video about Nene Leakes. After 2 years of her departure from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene Leakes decides to sue Bravo, Andy Cohen, Truly Original, Truly Entertainment, and a whole bunch of executives from all of the companies involved with the production of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's saying that they allowed a racial work environment, a racist work environment. I'm saying racial, but a racist work environment. And the source of the racism that was not only towards her, but towards her fellow castmates was all by the hand of Kim Zosiac Berman. Now, it's very interesting that Kim is the one that she's saying created this environment, and the executives allowed the environment, and Nene's saying in this lawsuit that they also encouraged the environment. So it's really interesting that she seems to be suing everybody except Kim. Now, Nene was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for several seasons up until 2020, right? She had a break in between. I think she was there from season 1 to season 7, and then season 10 to season 12. And then season 13 is when she didn't sign the contract because she didn't like the contract that they gave her. And that's when this big fallout came. And it seems like nothing was right in Nene Leakes' world ever since she did not sign the renewal of that contract back in 2020. So what Bravo does, and we all kind of know it now, it's like their formula. When they no longer want a housewife, when they want that housewife to just quit, they give them a bad contract. The contract is so degrading, probably, and just a joke to the actual housewife that they probably know that the housewife is not going to sign it. The housewife doesn't sign it. And then they put out a statement like, it's time for me to move on. I'm going to do bigger and better things. I have outgrown myself on the show. And then they go about their life. And then Bravo kind of gets away scot clean, right? Because they don't get any backlash for maybe letting go a popular housewife or maybe a fan favorite. And the housewife gets to leave with their dignity without saying, listen, they didn't fire me. I decided to leave. So in 2020, when Nene did not sign that horrible contract that she didn't like, what she did was she went on this rampage. She went on this campaign. She said Andy Cohen was racist, and she just went off about the whole franchise, the production company, and everything. And many people, including myself, was saying, okay, if they were that horrible and you didn't like them that much and all of that stuff was going on, why did you wait to now to say something, maybe to the general public? Because this lawsuit states that she has told them for years via email, I guess she spoke to them or whatever, that this environment and this situation was going on. So what are my thoughts on this lawsuit? Do I think she has a case, and will she win? I'll say this. I think it's a day late and a dollar short. And the reason why I'm saying that is, for years, Nene enjoyed every single benefit of this toxic environment that she said she was in. I felt like she was okay as long as she was in that environment winning. She was one of the highest paid housewives, according to words that came out of her own mouth and according to some of the documents that I read. When she did not sign that contract in 2020, I heard before that she was making $2.83 million a season. Not a bad paycheck. For environment that she claimed is racist, for executive producer that she claimed is racist, Andy Cohen has his own nightly show called Watch What Happens Live with Andy. And they have a list of some of the top guests that has been on his show repeatedly. Nene Leakes is one of those people that has been on Watch What Happens Live with Andy repeatedly. In season 11, she was noted as being on his show 4 times that particular season. So that's 1 year she was on his show 4 times. And prior to that, she has been on Watch What Happened Live multiple times. So here you have a man that you are now suing, a company, production company that you are now suing, saying that pretty much they were horrible employers, but yet you went on. Now, fine if you had to do the Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? You had your contract, you had to do that show, and maybe you felt like this is my job, this is my livelihood. You know, I told them about how I feel about these racist comments, but I'm still gonna work. But if you felt that way about Andy, why go on Watch What Happens Live and not only go on it, but be a repeated guest over and over again? Now, here's, I think, where she's going to have problems with this lawsuit. Just, I want to say last year, she said on The Real, the talk show, I want to say, right, the talk show The Real, she said that she wouldn't mind going back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She just needed to have a sit down with her and Andy Cohen. So which one is it, Nene? Because she also is claiming in this lawsuit that every day she kind of wake up in, distress and turmoil from, everything that happened to her being in this toxic environment as a result of Kim Zosiac Berman for years. She wake up and she's distraught. I think Nene, and I'm paraphrasing, guys, I think Nene Leakes is more distraught over the fact that she no longer has this paycheck. I think she's distraught over the fact that she really feels that she has been blackballed, blacklisted, and all of these other things. And I think that is more where this lawsuit is coming from rather than anything else. And I also think, in my true opinion, if that she would have just let this thing die out, so to speak, and kind of recover her image and, her thought process, I think that work would have started to come again. Suing Bravo, suing Andy Cohen, I think it's just putting a coffin on her situation, and it's just going to bury it, and it's just going to be a whole hot mess. Also, for her to say that Kim Berman Zosiac or Zosiac Berman is the reason why, she suffered a lot of these ills while she was doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be interesting. And I think the lawyers from the other side are going to drag her for filth, because there was, I think it was a Real Housewives of Atlanta OG reunion where Kim Zosiac was there and Nene Leakes were there, and fans were very excited because it seemed like these two had made up and they even hugged. So you have a situation where Nene is clearly on video saying that she would love to go back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. All it would take is a sit down between her and Andy, because she has some unfinished business there with the ladies. And then they have on film yet again where she's at an OG Real Housewives of Atlanta event and she hugs her nemesis, Kim Berman or Zosiac Berman, the one that she's claiming is the source of all of her problems that she had at RHOA, being subjected to racist remarks and, a racist environment. But yet you made up with this chick on the stage and you're hugged. And that was not that long ago. That was sometime last year. And here it is in 2022. You want to do this lawsuit, but you don't name Kim in the lawsuit. I think this is about money. I think that she's going about it the wrong way. I personally would not have done this lawsuit. I get it. and I understand what she's saying. And listen, guys, I'm not saying that, oh, this never happened. This is all in Nene's head. Because if you remember Mariah from Married to Medicine, and I'm going to say Married to Medicine, it's on Bravo also, right? She had similar complaints. But, you know, Mariah said her complaints. She did her lawsuit. And we haven't heard anything from her since. When Nene parted, it was a little bit different, right? Nene said what she had to say. She didn't sue at that moment. Afterwards, she even, you know, kind of backtracked a little bit on her words by coming out and saying she wouldn't mind going back to Bravo. And now 2 years later, she's trying to sue. She's also claiming that Kim, when Nene told executives about Kim, they didn't even say anything to Kim. And on top of that, she's saying they rewarded Kim with her own spinoff show, Don't Be Tardy for the Party. But Nene also, she may not have gotten a whole spinoff show, but Nene did get a show about her wedding. I want to say, what was that show called? I Dream of Nene. I Dream of Nene. I said, I Dream of Nene, the wedding. So Nene, the difficulty I'm having with this is you were highly paid, $2.83 million. You had a little special, the I Dream of Nene wedding, and you consistently went on Watch What Happened Live with Andy. Last year, you said all you needed was a sit down with him, and then you would be willing to go back to this environment that you're saying you pretty much have anxiety and nightmares about every night or every morning. You wake up out of your sleep, but yet you was going to go back after just a sit down, and you hug the very person that you are naming as the source of your problem. It's messy. I don't think it's going to go well and in her favor. I wish her well. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think she's going to win anything out of this? And I will say this. Sometimes even when people win, they still lose. And what do I mean by that? She may win some money. I don't know, because we don't know all the little details. But even if she wins a couple million, maybe 10 million, maybe 15 million, did she really win? Because who in the industry is going to touch her now? And I don't think it's not touching her because she's blacklisted. I think they're not going to touch her because of her own mouth and her own doings. Here it is. You had something that happened in 2020. 2 years later, you're still talking about it, but you flip on either side of the fence when things don't go your way. You're not being rational. I wish she had some girlfriends that she would listen to, that would really tell her the truth. Because if I was Nene's friend, I would have been told her, listen, let this go. I don't doubt that some of the things you're saying is true, but you got to see your side of the coin where you tolerated it, or at least it appears you tolerated it as long as it was benefiting you. And then when you no longer was getting the benefits that you wanted to raise up the concern and blow things up and say, hey, this was dead wrong and they're wrong, because it no longer fit the narrative that you needed and wanted it to fit. Chat with me in the comments, guys. Let me know your thoughts. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.